Good morning. It is Super Bowl Sunday, and we're already starting to cook over here. Time to get the pork going. We have our pork butt here that we rubbed with the sugar and salt yesterday, and now we're gonna unwrap it after it sat in the fridge for about 18 hours. So like I was talking about yesterday, that sugar and salt has pulled out a ton of liquid. You can see all that down there. Lots on the meat. We're gonna dry this off with a paper towel, and then I know it's kind of gross, but all that liquid, there was tons more in the plastic and on the meat. We would otherwise have to cook that off in the oven. This way we've gotten a head start and concentrated the flavor. So we got our oven preheated. I hit the top with a little pepper and garlic powder. We have fat side up. This is called the fat cap. And away we go. We're gonna cook that for like 11 or 12 hours today. Gonna do some chorizo stuff, bacon wrapped dates, corn with miso butter, and yeah, gonna be a lot of fun for the Super Bowl. Come back and check. If you're in a bit of a jam today and needing of a recipe, this is the one to do. We're gonna make this ahead of time and eat it later today. It's awesome. Pitted dates, fresh chorizo sausage, and if you can't find the fresh from the butcher, you can use it in the casing. Just cut the outer casing off and use the meat. Now we're going to split the date open, cut it in half like so. And then you're going to stuff it with a good pinch of chorizo. I like to have mine slightly overflowing. And we're just going to set that aside. And remember, this is raw meat, so careful where you set it. Boom! Alright, so we kind of like par cooked the bacon maybe a third of the way. We've cooked a little bit of the fat off. We're going to take this and we're going to let this cool because we have to handle it. So we have our 1/3 cooked bacon, our chorizo stuffed dates, and our baking sheet with tinfoil. Take your stuffed date. Now you're going to wrap with bacon with the cut side on the bottom so you seal in the open top where the chorizo is. I like to stack them up real tight like this to avoid using toothpicks, because then each piece will use the other one to kind of keep the bacon closed. The drawback is without the toothpicks, sometimes the bacon sticks to the piece next to it and they can kind of rip apart or stick together, but if you don't really care, it's quick and easy and you don't need toothpicks. I also like to leave little spaces in between the rows to allow the grease and liquid to have some room to run off. It kind of helps prevent your pieces from getting soggy. And then last but not least, a little brown sugar over the top. Gives it like a nice caramel crunch, and bacon, brown sugar, sausage, dates. Duh. Oven space is a little tight around here today with the Super Bowl. Got it in my toaster oven, 350 for about 30 to 40 minutes. Alright, it's been about 45 minutes. These guys are done, and I'm going to let them cool, wrap them in foil, and reheat them right before the game. "10 hours at 250, and here's the final product. We're going to let it rest before we shred it. That's good. That's good.